Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here with episode, I believe, 58 of our Pokemon White version playthrough here on the channel. In the last episode, we're here. We're in Victory Road on our way to the Pokemon League here in the Unova region. I'm expecting we'll make it up to the top of the mountain and complete this by the end of the episode, but we'll have to see what happens. We encountered, a number of trainers. We encountered a new friend of ours, Durant. Nice little Pokemon. I kind of like it, but it's kind of scary. But, like I said, we should be able to make it to the Pokemon League by the end of the episode. Let's see who we have. Do we need healings? No, we don't. I am leading with our fastest Pokemon right here, Grub the Lavandy, level 47. He has Serious Nature. The ability is Chlorophyll, boosting speed and sunshine, which sadly we can't make use of. But look at that, 106 speed. I love it. We got Bug Bite, Leaf Blade, helping him protect. Next up is another serious Pokemon, Marowak at level 45, coming from the Kanto region. He has Lightning Rod ability. We got Boomerang, Thunder Punch, Rock Tomb, and Strength. I really would like if I could find a Thick Club for that guy. Add more power to his offensive moves. Anyway, next up is our starting Pokemon, Seaward, our level 44 Duat, holding the Mystic Water. He is Rash in nature, he is Torrent in ability, and he is Water Pulse, Surf, Grass Knot, and Aqua Jet in moves. A lot of water moves. But as I said last time, we taught Surf to him so we can get around here in the area. But I'm going to replace that as soon as I can so we can get back the X Scissor just for some type effectiveness. If you got Water Pulse, it can confuse, kind of like that. Next is our Crocodile Irwin, at level 44, holding the Black Glasses to power up his Dark-type attacks. He's got the Brave Nature with a nice Moxie ability, Crunch, Dig, Mudslap, and Foul Play for the moveset. Next is Witwicky, our Chandelure, at level 47. He has Spell Tag to power up Ghost attacks. Nature is Impish, we've got Flash Fire ability, and Shadow Ball, Flame Burst, Nightshade, and Will-O-Wisp. Last but not least, our Sinonian Onyx Medusa at level 48. She's holding the Eviolite, boosting those defenses up. She got a Hardy Nature, she got a Rockhead ability, and she got an Earthquake, a Smackdown, a Sandstorm, and a Rock Polish for the old Moveseterino. Alright, now then, where do we go from here? I believe we go across this way, and don't get attacked. Ooh, interesting. I didn't even use a Repel. Alright, we're gonna get attacked here, though. What are we going to encounter? Oh, good, it's not our friend Durant. It's just a, not even a Swoobat, a Woobat, a little baby Woobat. Not bad. Alright, we can easily walk away from you. So, what I'm planning to do, once we get to the top, we're going to, well, it should unlock that as a fly location, at which point we can go back and explore certain areas. Who needs the experience? Well, since this guy is a fighting-type trainer, I'm going to lead with Seaward. I was going to lead with Irwin, but if he has fighting-type Pokemon, I'd rather not lead our Dark-type. Let's see what he has. Whenever I am lost, I meet a trainer. Of course, we're gonna fight! Why? Anyway, to get to the top, I'm gonna block that. I can't speak. When we get to the top of Victory Road, we're going to unlock the Pokemon League as a fly location, at which point we can now start cruising around the area, checking out some sites. We're gonna Water Pulse for starters. Try to get the confusion. But Unknown Spike did say on the last video to go check out Route 7, which I have to remember to do. This is gonna hurt. Wow! Okay, we're off to an interesting start today. Let's go into... Ooh, you know what? Dark-type is good against Witwicky. I'm gonna go to Grub. Don't pursue, please. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, Unknown Spike said, make sure to go back and check out Route 7 because, of course, we have to go and get that roaming legendary thing fired off. Let's... Nah, we're not going to critical Leaf Blade. We're going to critical Bug Bite is what we're going to do. Both would be neutral. I don't want to waste my critical hits. Well, there's one right there. Okay, what is happening in today's episode? Things are going wacky, wild, super crazy fun time. Kelder. Now, you can have the Rock Throw. However... you can also have a critical Leaf Blade. It's got to be critical. Really? Oh, you got a Rock Slide. Now that is going to hurt, but it didn't stab, so we should be okay. Not as okay as I would have liked to be. However, let's go, Marowak. Get in here, please. I think I'm going to call this episode Close Call Among Us. Close Call Reno. Close combat, basically. Oh, Boomerang, come on, please take this thing out. Oh, we're gonna miss. Oh, we're gonna miss too. Well, just call me Miss. Call me Mr. Mrs. or something. I don't know. That makes no sense. Oh. Criticals. Just... I can't keep track of what's happening. We're surviving on 1 HP and then 8. We're getting critical hits. We're missing. They're missing. We're dodging. What is crazily happening? Everything. Level up for Grub too. Okay. A Mien Fu. Not even a Mien Xiao. Actually, you know, I think... Doesn't Mien Fu actually evolve really late? I think it does. Like, surprisingly late compared to how late or how soon you can... Where do they even show up in the wild anyway? Maybe you can get them earlier than I'm thinking. Anyway, that was quite a wild time right there. Whew. But no, Seaward. Don't. Buddy, listen. You survived on 1 HP. You don't need extra defense. You're fine as you are. Do you folks agree out there? When people move ahead, they get lost or they stop. At those moments, Pokemon give you the courage to keep moving forward. Alright, now let us honor what my Pokemon do for me by giving them some nice Hyper Potions. Because they can certainly use them after that. There you go, Seaward, and there you go, Grub. And Wiki can use, what can we give you? What do we have? We have fresh water. I think that's probably good. Gonna douse those flames a little bit. I apologize, Wiki. It's for the greater good. There we go. Now, we're gonna let Grub take the lead again. Let me know down in the comments. What did you folks think of this first, what is that? 7 minutes? 6 or 7 minutes of the episode. That was crazy wild stuff. Alright, now, ooh, we get to heal. Let's beat this guy up. Excuse me. I am a doctor. If you have Pokemon in bad shape, let me see your Pokemon in battle. That just sounds cruel. Are your Pokemon hurt? Let me fight them. And then after I win, he'll be like, well, I guess you're worthy of my, you know, my, what is it, caring, my nurturing, my healing. Makes no sense, but we do see a Psychic type on the field. Let's go for the Bug Bite on the field, and let's drop this thing down on the field. Super effective. I was gonna say, is that a critical hit too? That'd be kind of wild. So Grub's getting slightly over leveled. Ooh, another Levanti. Now this could Bug Bite us back, but I think we should be perfectly bueno. Going for some alliteration there. Going for a bountiful bunch of words. Down goes the opposing Levanti. Your strength is fathomless. I am deeply impressed. Fathom. Deep. Get it? Was that a joke? I think it was. I don't understand humor. I am to be the best boxer in the world, but first I intend to become the best trainer in the world. Good work on both fronts. Oh, what's this? Water gem. Ooh, that might actually come in handy. Oh, we're gonna get attacked. Okay. Interesting stuff. We're gonna see our friend Durant. Whew. We're gonna walk away from this. Level 42. That's not bad. Are you serious? We can't even outspeed with Grub. This is scary. Well, while you're digging, we should be fine. Even if you do land the hit. Well, we were on our way, but if you did land the hit, we double resist. One step. One step. I want to leave. I want to get back. Not get back. I want to get to the Pokemon Center. We're going to move things forward here. I got to prepare for, in Pokemon Go, they've announced what the Community Day feature is going to be for December. It's kind of interesting. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, check out your Pokemon Go app, check your news, or check the PokemonGoLive.com, and they'll give you the update. But basically, every Community Day Pokemon from this past year is going to be featured in the December one. Now, I'm thinking... I don't want to go down just yet. We'll slide down afterwards. But I'm thinking they hopefully will give us another one in addition to the 11 from this past year, because it seems like it might be weird-ish to make another Community Day in Pokemon Go and not give us a new featured Pokemon. Let's let Erwin lead the way on this particular character. Or just miss. There we go. I thought about what I can do to help my Pokemon win, and I finally figured out the answer. What is the answer? You're not even going to tell me. You're just going to throw them into battle, force them to get knocked out by me. David, with a clang. We got a dig attack for you. You can't levitate. You can't magnet rise. Actually, you probably can, but I don't think it's natural for you. But yeah, so every Community Day Pokemon will be coming back. We got, of course, Pikachu, Dratini, Larvitar, Autotomize. We've got Cyndaquil, and the others. And you're going to be able to get their exclusive moves once again. They were exclusive just for the community days back in the day for each Pokemon, but things like Frenzy Plant, Venusaur, you can get Hydro Cannon, Blastoise, all that good stuff. You're going to be able to get those moves again, which is pretty cool. I do like that too, because I've just started recently listing, or actually nicknaming my Pokemon. I'm putting a little diamond in their name if they have that exclusive attack, so I can get some more diamonds for the Pokemon. Don't knock me out, please. Well, I said please. And down goes one of our Pokemon. Should I have switched? Yes, but did I expect this thing to outspeed? No, I most certainly did not. Alright, Darmanitan, get off my screen, please. You are no longer welcome on my channel. Goodbye. Irwin is gone, folks, and we do not have any more chance of getting badges. Therefore, no Pokemon can return from the entries box. But we got plenty of Pokemon from previous games that have not yet had their chance to shine here on the channel, or at least in this game, I should say. So one of them can return. Once we hit the Pokemon League, we'll take a look at who is in the box. I probably will leave it open to you folks to throw some feedback in the comments, and I'll let you know who the viable options are, and we'll go from there. Speaking of that, though, I've been kind of curious. How Critical Leaf Blade, did we need it? I'm going to say probably not. But let me know, how do you folks feel about the way I've been doing my, Nuzlocke Light, or Nuzlocke-ish playthroughs, as I've called them? Read what your opponent wants to do. Your opponent is human and may change plans from moment to moment. Be careful. Yeah, they may land a Flare Blitz and destroy your Pokemon. But, so I've been thinking about how, standard Nuzlockes, they limit your Pokemon. You can only catch the first thing on every route. And, yay, we can now heal Irwin. And of course, no, we can't. Not that that restores Pokemon that are knocked out, well, whatever. So, you're limited to one encounter per route. First thing you find is what you have to go with. Now, of course, I'm not following that rule. I bring Pokemon from the past games because the whole reason, I've said this many times in the past, the main reason, the whole reason for doing all these these playthroughs is to build a connection between my Pokemon that I've had ever since Gen 1 and you folks watching. So, for example, I know Jiggy, our Jigglypuff, has gotten quite a bit of attention in recent episodes. 2 steps! Anyway, so where I'm limited, I would be limited to having just one encounter per route, but of course I forego that, instead capturing my initial Pokemon that I've gotten way back in the day. Wait a minute, how do I do this? I think we go over here. This seems right-ish. Maybe. But yeah, so since I'm not capturing everything that I'm encountering on the route, think of it like this. We would have had how many routes up? It was 10 routes in the game. There's also many caves, many areas that are not considered routes, like the cold storage, for example. So we would have had, if we caught everything, roughly 20, 25 Pokemon maybe? I'm not sure how many exact routes there are. So, since I've only caught, 6 Pokemon in this entire playthrough, that's already putting me at a disadvantage behind every other, Nuzlocker out there. I'm going to say probably Medusa is our best bet against this thing. It could explode, which I am slightly scared of. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to protect first. Let's just see what it does. So yeah, where I normally would have been limited to a certain number of Pokemon, I'm actually limited even more so, because I'm not catching one per route. I'm only catching the ones that I initially got back in the playthroughs. So, the fact that I'm bringing older Pokemon back, and I have them in the PC waiting to roll once we hit the certain levels, that is sort of, at least in my opinion, a lot, giving me access to the, let's say roughly the same amount of Pokemon that I would have access to had I been doing the traditional Nuzlocke. Now, what is this going to do? You got no special attack. It's steel-based, super effective, of course. Wow, that actually did some damage. So, if you're going to pull stuff like that, let's go for a Hyper Potion. Gonna heal. Actually, you know what I could do? I'll go to a Water type right now. I could go to Seaward and destroy this thing. An Earthquake. That's not even stab. And that is physical, so we are okay here. Would you stop that? Well, would Marowak be good? Let's try Marowak. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get at, by bringing back older Pokemon and doing the little rule where if Pokemon is knocked out, I can restore them using the power of a badge, that is basically, in my eyes, gaining me access to about the same amount of Pokemon that I would have access to if I was doing the standard Nuzlocke rule, catching one per route. So, this whole thing I'm talking about, do you folks kind of like the way I've done that? Because, I mean, we're not done yet, of course. We still got to go through Gen 6 after this is done. But, I don't know. I thought it was kind of an interesting little way of doing it. So this thing, okay, let's talk about Electros. You see the way it's dancing? It's hopping its feet on the ground. Clearly, it's physically touching the ground with its flipper feet. It has levitate. My problem with that is, first of all, let's switch. I think they can get flame charge. So let's go into Medusa. However, problem I have with this thing, it looks like it's touching the ground. It's electric type. They only have the one weakness of ground. Problem I have is, why did they animate it? So go for the Smackdown. Actually, I believe Smackdown gets rid of your levitate. We're going to test it out right now. We're going to heal first. Let's go for a Lemonade. I think should do the trick for you. Because I do believe with no levitate, well, if Smackdown works the way I think it does, I don't think you're levitating, so I can now Earthquake you for super effective. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I've said many times certain things about Gen 5 irked me. Some of the Pokemon they introduced felt like Game Freak wanted to break their own rules of the game. So, giving an electric type the natural ability of levitate. They took the electric typing and said, you got one weakness. How can we make that more scary? Let's get rid of that weakness. Let's have this thing levitate. Which in itself is not that big of a problem, I would say. But the problem I have, do I want Iron Tail? I kind of don't. It's not fully accurate. We're going to give up on that. The problem I have with the whole levitate is the fact that they made the sprite touching the ground. It's going to mislead people. If you don't know it's got levitate, you're going to waste your first turn trying some sort of a ground attack. Am I griping too much? I might be. I don't know. It's just one of the irksome things here. Winning is good, but winning is not everything. Don't lose sight of what's important, like this hidden item right over here. Full heal. It's good, I'll say. It's basically an antidote and a paralyze heal wrapped into one. Spring a little bit of ice heal on top of there, bake it with a burn heal, and pick up a sunstone along the way. That just popped up right under my feet. I guess I'll take it. I know what this is. I don't. We made it. I thought Charon's supposed to show up there. Did I mess up? I mean, not in the sense that I made it to the Pokemon League. We are good. I'm going to go heal. Now, of course, now that we are here, we're going to have a little discussion. Before I go in to take on the Elite Four, of course, there will be a grinding montage. Before we do that, we're going to go check the PC and see which Pokemon are available to us. The Pokemon League is every trainer's greatest challenge. You might want to prepare here, because if you lose even once, your Nuzlocke is over. I mean, that is true. Not that I haven't broken that rule in the past. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Let's do our healing. And we're going to put our poor injured crocodile in the PC. I wanted to make more use of Moxie. At least we got to see it a little bit in the playthrough, I guess. How are you going to land Flare Blitz Darmanitan on me? Come on. Alright, to the PC we go. We're going to move our Pokemon. I'm also going to take the black glasses. Alright. Actually, you should be up here. Technically, I suppose so. It's alright, Erwin. Let's go here. Let's take your item from you. Held item, take it. Yep. Alright, so our Pokemon are at level... What's the lowest here? We got 45 is the lowest. So, who does that give us access to? So, we have Gary the Gyarados. We've got Burrow, our Ninjask. Arbok. Got Dratini. And Cliff. Those are your 5 options. In fact, you know what? We're going to move them up here. You guys can see more at a glance. Which 5 Pokemon are good to go? So I guess, okay, in a way, it's not terrible that we lost Irwin, because that was one of our 3 ground types on the team, which was adding, you know, extra weaknesses, or combining and doubling up, or tripling up, technically, on some of our weaknesses. So being able to get some type diversity in our team is going to be kind of good. So let's take a look what we have. We see I've got 3 weaknesses to Ice, with Grub, Marowak, and Medusa. We've got 3 weaknesses to Grass as well. Marowak, C-Word, Medusa. What else do we have weaknesses to? Steel? No, not really. Fighting? No. The ones that are standing out the most, I would say, are Ice and Grass. Also Water, actually. Water's good on Marowak, Wiki, and Medusa. So Grass, Water, and Ice are our 3 big glaring weaknesses. So let me know, which Pokemon should we add to our team? Who would resist? Or at least provide some sort of resistance to it. Cliff is normal, so things are fine there. He's going to add a second fighting weakness. Medusa's the only other fighting type, or fighting weak Pokemon. Dratini resists Grass and Water, but weak to Ice, so that would be 4 Ice weaknesses. Arbok resists Grass, not weak to Ice or Water. That could be interesting. And finally, Gary. We have resistance to Water, neutral to Ice and Grass. Those are the 5 options. I guess, depending on the grinding, we could be adding someone else as well. So tell you what, you folks let me know in the comments, which of these 5 would you prefer to add to the team, but also, which possible other Pokemon would you like to add if we can hit the levels? We got level 46 Scruff, our Manectric, level 46 Smarty the Noctowl, level 47 Majestic, our Altaria. We got Squeak, our Eradicate, level 47. Pokémon, the Hariyama, level 47. Chirp at level 47, and let's say level 47 is probably the next most likely level we'll be able to hit. So I'll arrange them this way. So anyone on the top 2 rows here, you guys can throw your votes for. Let's see what happens. Alright, for the time being, I guess... No, what we're going to do right now, we are going to grab a Pokemon temporarily. Do you have Fly, Chirp? No, you don't. Who's got Fly? I think? You don't. Okay, hang on. Someone's got to have Fly. Who would it be? Who would it be? Just one second. We gotta check all of our Pokemon. Hey, there's our new Weavile we got in Pokemon Go. That's pretty nice. Who's got the Fly attack? Someone's got to have it. I can always just reteach it to somebody, though. Maybe we don't have Fly for anybody. We must not. Alright, never mind that. We're going to go back to... Who can I reteach a move to? Do we have a Dragon Pulse TM, I wonder? Because I could just replace Dragon Pulse for the time being. We're not going to add Majestic to the Leia, because she's not really officially part of the team just yet. But she might be if you guys are interested. Alright, let me see what TMs we got. Okay, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, yada yada yada. Well, I believe Pluck might be a naturally relearning move. Is it, though? Let me see what Chirp can have. I know we're taking time. I'm sorry for the delay, but I want to make sure I don't lose any potential TMs that might help the Pokemon out in the future. Let's take a look at all of our flying Pokemon and see what... Actually, I'm pretty sure I could replace Acupressure on heads if I want to, our Dodrio, because that is a natural move that they do pick up. Alright, let us check what Chirp has. Sky Attack, Razor Wind, Steel Wings, Sunny Day, actually. That is perfect. That is a TM, most definitely. I don't know if I have it right now or not, but I don't think I'm going to use it, really. Assuming we even use Chirp in our playthrough here. But if I don't have it, I know I can pick it up somewheres. Alright, now, let's finally teach Fly and go back to Route 7 and see what's going on with this weird weather condition, this weird weather phenomenon that's been going on. Okay, so long to Sunny Day for the time being. We'll get it back for you there, Chirp. I taught it to Chirp because of the whole Thunder thing. If he has Sunny Day up, Thunder becomes 50% accurate. No, my luck is probably still gonna hit, but it might not. Alright, so let's fly back to the closest area to Route 5. That is Mistralton City. Interesting, we're flying back to the flying type gym city, town thing. Yes. Alright, so, oh. Do I hear rain? Yes, I do hear rain. It's raining down upon us. Let's go find... Actually, I can stay on the break right here. Wait, where's the weather? There it is. This is a pretty big storm. It's almost a perfect storm, if you will. I don't want to go down here. I don't want... Get out of my way, little bird. You're wasting our time. We're pretty much done. 10 seconds till my timer goes off. Well, I'm lying to you folks because I stopped it right now. But before we end the episode, I want to get this thing ready to go. So we're also, after I ask you folks for feedback on which Pokemon should be added to the team, probably I'll give time to get your feedback. I'm going to go into other routes and explore some other areas outside the Pokemon League just to give us more time. My, that Pokemon has come again too. Has it though? Now, child, don't you go heading into the tall grass. That Pokemon might be too much for you. Well, catch cold standing around talking in this wind and rain. It's not much, but come stay in my home a spell. Are you a witch? You gonna use a spell on me? We're nice and sheltered in here, at least, though. So what is up? Even a youngin' like yourself will catch cold if you get soaked by that cold rain. Sit right down, have some soup, why don't you? I like soup. That's nice. A youngin' like you shouldn't be shy. I do love me a good soup, I will admit. In the Unova region, you see, there is a Pokemon called Thunderous that creates thunderstorms. It flies around the region and sets loose wild winds with crashing lightning. Sounds like Zapdos to me. Have some soup now, dear. It'll warm you up. Gobble, 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 gobble. Yum, yum. A soup jam-packed with healthy vegetables. It's delicious. Oh, yeah. The heavy rain is ruining the crops I've worked so hard to raise. What a troublesome Pokemon. Let's go knock it out. I thought I would try to catch it, but it flies around so fast that even when I thought I found it, it just flew away. In one day, it can make a lap around the entire Unova region. Did you know that Gliscor can fly around the entire Earth on just a single gust of wind? I think Gliscor wins the race. In the morning, it's in the south, and in the evening, it's in the north. It shows up here in the evenings. It is evening right now, actually. I wonder what that spells for us. What is this thing? Crack, crack, crack. You're cracking your knuckles? Crack, crack. Must be. Okay. So, I guess this is Thunderous talking. Phew, what a story! Apparently it's that Pokemon's doing... apparently it's my doing. Can they actually talk? I doubt it. Some legendaries can, though. Wait. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Well, it's not. But it was. Anyway, so I met the Thunderous. What do you have to say about that, old lady, ma'am? And one day, I say the same thing. Another day, I say the same thing. So we're going to end off right here, but we have at least unlocked... Actually, let's show you one last thing. Yeah. I was like, do I want to? I kind of do want to. Let's head to... I guess this will be fun. Now that we've unlocked the Thunderous Roaming Legendary feature of the game, which of course everybody has to love. Roaming Legends are perfect. We're going to head over here to one of the... What are these even? Info booths, I guess? Guard booths? We're going to check the screen. Check this out. Route 9, a very unusual thunderstorm is happening. So you can use these to track down where Thunderous has gone to. Right now it's on Route 9, but we're not gonna ride the bike inside. We're gonna save the game. We are done. So let's get some feedback from you folks. First of all, the next episode I'll probably go down to Route 1 and search the watery area off to the side of there and learn, find some new stuff possibly. But in the meantime, which Pokemon that I showed you earlier should we add to our team to replace our fallen crocodile, whatever? Erwin, he's done. So which Pokemon should we add to the team, and do you want me to try and hunt down Thunderous and see what we can do to catch it? We still have Marowak, who doesn't have False Swipe. Rats. Where do I get False Swipe? If you folks know that, feel free to let me know that as well. Wait a minute. I had an idea. But if you enjoyed today's episode, of course, feel free to let me know with a like down below. And click that old button, let us know your interest and support in the series. I appreciate it, of course. And if you want to check out any more episodes of Pokemon White along the way, feel free to check out the link in the description to the full playlist. And you can get caught up on all the adventures thus far in the world of Pokemon, at least for the Unova region here on Professor Chaz's channel. If you want to see any more content from myself, I'll have some links during the outro. You can check those videos out. And how you been lately? How's your Pokedex coming? Yeah, take a look. 120 Pokemon in the Unova region. Nice. It's so much fun looking over all the different characteristics. You're meeting Pokemon at a good clip. Here's a gift. I remembered where this was, so I can get False Swipe back on Marowak now. So we can start hunting down Thundurus. Oh, we get another TM too. What the? I didn't even know we get this. Protect. I'll take that. Protect is a move that keeps attacks from hitting. Blah 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 blah. Oh, what? Wow! I didn't know we got all these things. I just thought we were gonna get nothing but the False Swipe. Cool stuff. All right, but with that, we're gonna save it up once again. So let me know which Pokemon should rejoin the team, and should we go tracking down the Thundurus? And yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that. If you want to see any more content from myself outside of YouTube, we got some links in the description to some other social media that I am part of. You can check out my pages on there. And start getting some member-specific perks for supporting the channel. So that is a wrap for today. Once again, folks, thank you for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off. I'll catch you next time.